Your stars above, leading us on and on into the unafraid. Oh no, I'm not afraid of the dark. The world was asleep, but you make your own sunlight. Colors that dance on sky and sea. I dream my feet were rushing to meet the tree line.
On board this flight to London Heathrow's Terminal 5 today. It's my pleasure to welcome you all aboard. A special welcome to those of you returning from our Executive Club and those of you joining from our One World Alliance partners. May I remind you to keep your seatbelts fastened whenever you are seated, and it must remain securely fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is on. When opening overhead lockers, please do take care of items stay in mood, quick alarms can cause injury. Once again, as a reminder, smoking, including cigarettes, vaping and the use of other smoking devices, is not permitted at any time whilst on board. This includes the toilets, which are fitted with smoke detectors. In Seat power is available within your seat area, and this will be ready for use once the seatbelt signs have been switched off. We will shortly begin our onboard service today. For those of you seated in front of Europe, we will be serving afternoon tea along with drinks from the bar, and in your own traveller we will be offering you a complimentary bottle of water. Thank you, cabin crew. Seats for landing, please.
Okay, so that's me arriving here. Premier Inn, Blackfriars. Actually, it looks quite nice. It looks as if it's been modernised a bit, so can't complain there. So we'll have a wee look around before I mess the place up. Setting here, but the bed looks lovely. Lovely chair and table, coffee, all that sort of palaver. So looking good. Yeah, so I thought I would come in here again and have another look, because I just realised got that fancy rainfall shower head, which is rather nice.
Okay, now, literally 27 seconds though. I asked you to be quick to go to work.
Okay folks, that's me in London, having a great time. I've been here a couple of days now. Just wanted to say about the Elizabeth line, London Heathrow Terminal 5. It was a wee bit confusing for me because I sort of believed that the Elizabeth line was part of the underground. So we were trying to follow a sign, but it was actually the sign for trains. So we got on it eventually anyway. And I was a bit surprised. It's a lovely train, obviously, but very rickety. Again, I think I assumed that all of the track into London was new track, but clearly they're using existing track, and it wasn't any smoother than the underground. In fact, the whole lot of the underground is actually a much smoother ride, much more comfortable. And the seat I was on was like a brick, really. So not overly impressed, but it's a fine service into London, and obviously to be welcomed. So here I am in the Premier Inn Blackfriars. It seems as if I have been given a upgrade. So I've been here a couple of days now, and just a few thoughts on what I think of the upgrade. Now, as far as I can see, for a room sort of end of November, the price difference between a standard room and this room would be £40. Now, for me, travelling alone, I'm not sure that would be worth it. But anyway, we'll have a wee look round the room, and you can sort of have a wee thought and see my thoughts on what I think of the room. So here we go, as you would come in to the room. Obviously, as I say, I've been here a couple of days now. The room has just been serviced. You have some coat hooks just inside the door, and then that leads down to the mirror. There is a hairdryer. There's a wee shelf with some sockets, and obviously the light switch. You have this affair here, which is the coat, jumper, storage, that sort of thing. But there's nowhere to actually put your clothes, sort of. That's just a wee shelf at the bottom there. It's not exactly suitable for putting your t-shirts, whatever. But anyway, I'm heading to the bedroom next. And you have, obviously, say this has just been serviced. You obviously have the mirror. You have the sink unit as before, and the wee shelf. And as always, the wee pushy soap container. You have a bin down here, the toilet, and the toilet paper dispenser. The shower curtain has been replaced with this glass screen, and I think it's a great improvement, it has to be said. I'm not sure what the purpose of this handle is. It to steady yourself whilst in the shower? I'm not so sure, but I sort of feeling it should be over here at the other edge, but not to worry. Anyway, bath. Very powerful shower mixer arrangement here. Towel rail. I don't think it's heated, which I don't think it is. I'm impressed with this reinforced shower, and the reason I'm impressed as a tall person is you can actually adjust how it flows, so you have it sort of down on you, but for me it sort of flows a bit further out. So mighty impressed, but I think the big change is the door as opposed to a shower curtain. Nice floor, which seems to dry up quite well, and there is up here a fan and a rather nice light. So head back into the room again. Television, not a lot of channels, just the usual basic stuff. The other thing I might mention is in the toilet there's no soft close lid, so it does come down to quite a crack if you drop some of your hands. for the beer, if you buy the bottle. Lovely lamp. Obviously my stuff is here. There's no USB, did I mention that? There's no USB input to the television, which I found strange because there is an HDMI socket here, my charger, and you get a nice kettle, fairly fast kettle, and a couple of cups of sausage, and a rather nice chair onto the desk. So it looks like so. Then move around to this armchair thing, which is very comfortable, very nice to have, and you can sort of sit and relax in that. Beside the bed here, I thought it was a bit strange, you've got a couple of lights on either side and the switches. You have got a socket, which I didn't realise the first time has actually got USB charging. This is apparently a stool, which I'm using as a bedside table, which is where it was placed on my arrival. And I think the idea is that you can take it over to the other mirror and you can sort of do your hair, etc. The bed is lovely. It's a bit hard, but it's no different to mine at home. So it's big, king size, plenty of room. Mood lighting, which would be really nice if you're a couple here. Some nice artwork on the thing. And again, the same light on the other side, same switches, and again, the same USB charging socket. What's different here is you actually have a wee shelf, and which is quite nice. Just to go back, thermostat on the thing, so you can have the room temperature, whatever you want. It was quite hot for me last night, and obviously in the summer it would cool you down as well, so it's really good. One thing I forgot to mention, there is no heating in this mirror in the bathroom. Now, does that disturb you? It's maybe not so great if you want to have a shave, but if you want to do anything else, you obviously have this rather large full-length mirror, which is sort of good in some ways, but if you're tending to overweight, you maybe suggest to yourself to lose some weight when you're going home. So all in all, a very nice room. As I say, as my current findings, it's about £40 more expensive than a standard room, so it'll be up to each individual or each individual family to decide whether that would be worth it or not. Another wee thing worth mentioning, I suppose, is that under the bed there's room to put suitcase. So in my case, I have the case down here. So it does allow you to tuck a smallish suitcase well out of the way. So that's the room tour complete, and hope it's helpful.
town, proud for them, now by name, Sabbath.